I think something similar needs to happen to solar. We really need to make solar panels as appealing as electric cars have become. Like the interesting thing is the houses you see around you are all solar houses. I don't know if you know that. Did you notice?
Think it's the way all electric cars in the future will be made, said Elon Musk at Tesla's Battery Day event outside its production facility in Fremont, California. Tesla's new battery cell features a tabless design, which the company claims will provide 5 times the energy, 6 times the power, and 16% more range compared to its old battery cell. So let's see what you need to know about the new Tesla batteries. Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. Back in 2020, the company announced several measures to radically reduce the cost of EV batteries while boosting their range. The future of the auto industry may boil down to the difference made by a single letter, R, as in the difference between a lithium-ion battery, like those found today in electric vehicles made by Tesla and others, and the lithium iron phosphate batteries coming soon to market. As Elon Musk Tesla has been talking about new battery technology development as part of the lead-up to the company's first ever Battery Day for investors, Wall Street is buzzing about the difference the next generation of batteries may make. Vehicles with lithium-ion batteries, also used in cell phones, are expected to give way over the next few years to cars and trucks made with lithium iron phosphate and other chemistries. This will cut costs, extend vehicle ranges to 400 miles or more between charges, and enable batteries to last as long as 1 million miles. Reducing Tesla's own costs and spurring mass adoption of EVs remain critical priorities for Tesla, as echoed in a message from Musk to employees saying it would be a challenge to break even right now. In the email, he urged workers to go all out with vehicle production and deliveries, and told them that breaking even is looking super tight. It's not clear whether breaking even was referring to the company's profit margin, which may require it to sell a certain number of vehicles during the quarter, or another metric like production numbers versus expectations or previous quarter's figures. This new technology will change the experience of owning a car. In particular, the extremely long life of batteries soon to hit the market are likely to mean the batteries hold their value well enough to be resold when owners trade in their cars, possibly for use storing solar electricity for homes. And the next-gen batteries' long lives may let them be used in ride-sharing businesses that demand cars that can take the pounding of near-continuous use. If you're talking about batteries that can last twice as long for the same price, it completely changes the math for the consumer. Iron phosphate batteries are safer, and they can have second or third lives as electricity storage, says Wedbush Securities analyst Dan Ives. Shirley Meng, a materials scientist and professor at the University of California, San Diego, who directs the school's Sustainable Power and Energy Center, said efforts to reduce the use of cobalt have been ongoing for a few decades already, and Tesla has made significant strides with an outside Tesla technical advisor, Jeff Dahn's help. But Meng said one of the major advantages of building batteries with cobalt is how easily it allows complex chemical structures to be engineered. If you have to train a high school student to make a battery, cobalt makes it easy. It always works. Without cobalt, the synthesis process gets much more sophisticated, Meng said. Lithium iron phosphate, meanwhile, has never proved to be efficient in the space constraints of an electric car. It was originally designed for the grid storage market due to its energy density profile, but its chemistry is suited to fast charging and cost efficiency because it does not rely on cobalt. Meng, who has worked on battery chemistry and development with major auto companies, including Mercedes-Benz, GM, and Nissan, as well as Maxwell Technologies, the battery startup acquired by Tesla in 2019, said battery experts are very curious to learn about the breakthrough Tesla has had, and she does believe the company could raise the profile of the lithium iron phosphate approach in the EV market. The battery tech had once tried to make the successful jump from energy storage to cars in the Fisker Karma, an early, ultimately failed EV contender produced by Fisker Automotive in 2012. And as she mentions, she truly believes Tesla is planning to bring this back. But what is the point of eliminating cobalt? The key difference in the lithium iron phosphate batteries is that they do not need to use cobalt, a rare and expensive element that is a big part of the high cost of electric vehicle batteries, CFRA research analyst Garrett Nelson said. Cobalt prices have tanked during the global economic downturn, declining from as much as $95,000 per ton in 2018 to $30,000 this year, but it remains key to bringing down battery costs. Cobalt is by far the most expensive element in a lithium-ion battery, Nelson said. canning cobalt as one of the biggest elements of cutting the cost of batteries below the $100 per kilowatt threshold that is a rough proxy for making electric vehicles as cheap as those powered by internal combustion engines, says James Frith, head of energy storage at Bloomberg New Energy Finance in London. Today's batteries cost about $147 per kilowatt hour, down from about $1,000 in 2010 and $381 in 2015, he said. Actually, cobalt element has become a politically sensitive issue too, with some of the largest supplies of cobalt coming from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where allegations of deadly child labor in mining have ensnared Tesla, Apple, Google, and other major tech firms. Meng cautioned that there is a limit to the price improvements to come from reducing just cobalt, and that's because the pricing differential between cobalt and nickel has narrowed in recent years. Tesla's primary EV battery technology is NCA, based on nickel cobalt aluminum oxide chemistry. Most of the auto industry uses NMC, nickel manganese cobalt battery chemistry, but with nickel, an important part of both approaches, reductions in cobalt alone can't drive continued step changes in pricing. It is going to be hard to get below $100 per kilowatt. Tesla realized they can't just get rid of cobalt, Meng said, of current nickel cobalt chemistry. She said current battery technology, including NMC, remains a contender to reach the million-mile threshold, but won't be able to do so on a cost-effective basis with today's nickel concentrations. Nickel currently ranges in price from roughly 1/3 to as much as 1/2 of the price of cobalt. With lithium iron phosphate, which does not require nickel or cobalt, lab research shows there is a possible pathway to driving pricing down to as low as $80 per kilowatt. Tesla uses LFP batteries in one version of its China-made Model 3 sedans, but not in Model 3s made in the US. Mr. Musk tweeted in late February that he wanted to use cheaper materials in the cathode, the side of the battery that absorbs electrons when it is generating power. Nickel is our biggest concern for scaling lithium-ion cell production. That's why we are shifting standard-range cars to an iron cathode. Plenty of iron and lithium, he tweeted. So, Tesla's solution is a new tabless design with contacts running the length of the anode and cathode sheets, forming a rose-like gathering at the ends when everything is rolled up, keeping the electrical path length of the terminal short throughout the sheet. Sometimes what's elegant and simple is still hard, and it took us a lot of trials, but we're happy to see where we ended up, Tesla's Drew Baglino said. What about home batteries? Back in 2015, automaker Tesla Motors set its sights on the home energy storage market and announced the launch of its home battery product, the Tesla Powerwall. Tesla's battery may represent the first time in history that everyday homeowners are truly excited about the potential of storing energy at their homes. The Powerwall, combined with the exciting Tesla solar roof, are both potential cornerstones of Elon Musk's sustainable energy vision for the future. So how does it actually work? This Tesla Powerwall pairs well with solar panel systems. Installing a storage solution like the Tesla Powerwall with a solar energy system allows you to maintain a sustained power supply during the day or night, as long as you store enough power from your panels when the sun is shining. As with many other home battery products, the Tesla Powerwall is sized for day-to-day use at your home and is often paired with a solar panel system. When your solar panels produce more electricity than you can use in your home, you can store the excess electricity in the battery system instead of sending it back into the grid. Later, when your panels aren't producing enough electricity to meet your home's needs, you can use the electricity stored in your battery instead of having to buy it from your utility company. Importantly, the Powerwall system is modular, meaning you can add multiple battery products to your storage setup. For example, you might want to install multiple Powerwall batteries for a home with high energy demands. The Tesla website indicates that you can add up to 10 Powerwall batteries together to form one massive storage system. And Tesla has made a concerted effort to ensure their battery solution is compatible with most common brands and types of off-grid and hybrid inverters. This means that as long as your installer installs the correct components, your Tesla Powerwall battery will be able to provide backup power for your home when the grid goes down. So what do you think about these Tesla batteries? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you in the next video, and thank you for watching.